Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Mario Sunshine 100%. So, guess who gets to do watermelon hunting this time?
Mario.
Not me.
Yes. No, it's definitely me.
Is there a way to grind lives in this game easily? Because
The platform levels.
the platform levels?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they have like 2 or 3 one-ups a piece. Probably. Like, they put them there because they knew you would die in those areas a lot. But, you know, because you know they're always there, you can always visit one to just pick up a few lives when you need one.
Okay, you know what? I kind of just had a eureka moment. And this isn't like, you know, a huge revelation when you think critically, but that's hard for me. Give me some slack. The reason why Mario Galaxy will just send 21 ups to you randomly at certain parts in the level, certain points in the game, is probably because Sunshine was so hard and people got game overs a lot in Mario Sunshine. And so even though Galaxy would still be a much easier game, even without Princess Peach mailing you one-ups by the carton load, they still probably were like, okay, yeah, no, people need these.
Well, Peach would also send you one-ups because Mario was still doing that thing where your life counter reset every time you loaded your goddamn save file.
Oh yeah, no, that practice... Well, first off, I'm glad that the life counter practice died off, but I'm glad that the... Actually, you know what? No, I'm not glad that practice, the life counter resetting practice ended up dying, because they then turned that into a stupid collectible too in the 3D games, where it's just like, oh, now you have to get 999 lives in order to max out completion. Thanks, game.
The Galaxy was also a game that gave you an extra life every 50 star bits, though, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
But, you know, that's what I'm getting, though, is that they probably overcompensated on the lives in Galaxy because of how hard Sunshine was.
They did the Starbit thing because they didn't expect every player to obsessively wave their Wiimote pointer across the screen to get all of the Starbits. But
I would say that's Nintendo not realizing what's the fun part about their game. Because you know, okay, so here's the thing. Galaxy is also available on this Switch port where Ryan is playing Sunshine. I love Galaxy. It's one of my top 5 favorite games of all time. And being able to play Galaxy in handheld was cool. But something was lost when I had to take my hand off of the controller and touch the screen in order to get the starbits.
Yeah, that shit sucks.
Because it's like, what was a kind of like game within the game where you're playing a platformer and also like a little mini game.
Did they not incorporate a gyro pointer?
I think there's a gyro pointer if you play the game on
console mode. You use the Joy-Cons as a Wiimote.
Yeah. I was going to say, the best way to play Galaxy in this collection is with it docked and with Joy-Cons.
Yeah, it's just more that, like, the thing about Galaxy and what made that game so fun was mostly just that, like, the Starbits, it's just, I was more getting at how much less fun the Starbits is when you aren't just getting them as you play and you are playing, stop, get Starbits, go back to playing.
I'm sorry, I just have to take it in. They put not 1, but 2, maybe 3 blue coins in the Sandbird area.
Yep, they did.
This stage sucks.
You know, I like the Sandbird area as a set piece. I do. I really do. It's neat, but Super Mario Sunshine physics. It's just
Mario crossover with Minecraft.
I mean, it's actually really easy once you realize, hey, if I just wedge myself in a corner against these blocks that are sticking out the top of their wings, I'll be fine.
It's more just that this takes forever. You're standing here doing nothing. Like, and if you make one mistake, you die, and you have to do the whole thing all over again, which makes you really tense. And, you know, like, again, as a kid with this game's fine but not perfect camera control, where sometimes, like, even just getting the ones along the tail, you can walk off and die.
Well, I mean, as a one-off set piece, it's fine. I like the atmosphere. It's peaceful. It's mystical, even. But, you know, having to go back and do it multiple times because you missed the goddamn blue coins. No. Just no. I don't like it. The blue coins ruin everything.
So, blue coins are not inherently a bad design idea, and the proof for that is that pretty much every 3D platformer like this has a blue coin equivalent, where you have a smaller sub-collectible of collectible that encourages you to explore a little bit, and then when you find something in the world, that's like your little reward. It's like neuron activation, and I like that.
Can we just appreciate that there's this guy, this racer on Isle Delfino who's human but goes out of his way to dress like a Halloween pianta.
Well, it's the Running Man from Majora's Mask, so
I think that is his face. If you
the face underneath his
yeah.
mask of the Running Man.
Really?
Yeah.
They just took. Did they just take the character model from Majora's Mask?
yeah,
Well,
pretty much.
technically, or if we're going to be technical, Ocarina of Time, because he was in that game too. But you know what I mean.
That is so weird.
It's also kind of weird when you think about it, where it's just like, is he culturally appropriating these piantas by wearing Halloween costume?
Yeah, because I'm trying to imagine. It's like, imagine fucking he approaches like Ryan and wears a Ryan mask.
It's not even just the Ryan mask; it's also Ryan-themed Hulk hands and moon shoes.
But what does that look like?
Also, Ryan, where can I buy the Ryan-themed Hulk hands and moon shoes?
I would say Party City, but they're closing down.
How does he run in those shoes? By the way, that looks awful. That looks awful. Like,
To me, let's go back to the previous discussion. The two big things about the blue coins that I cannot fucking stand for the life of me is one, the lack of a tracker, which everyone agrees is just dim-witted thing not to include. There's also 30 of the sons of bitches.
well,
Across every world.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna give Sunshine too much grief for not including a tracker, because that didn't become popular for collectibles until the following generation, and not even early on in it. I'm thinking of the feathers in Assassin's Creed 2. God damn it. But
So, like, compare blue coins with Korok seeds, for example. Like, everybody agrees if you're going for all the Korok seeds, it's miserable. But you're also not expected to collect every Korok seed. Like, the game goes out of its way to make the reward for collecting all of the Korok seeds a pile of poop as a joke. And I mean, granted, I know that element of it always gonna. Oh my god, I hate this. This stage sucks so much. Every stage of this world is miserable.
I want to know what game designer on the team decided that they should just let the fish and the coins swim through the rocks.
It's
Probably
just one of
these
those
fish.
things. I saw the fish heading towards the wall, and it's like watching a car crash about to happen while you're on the sidewalk. It's like, and you know that it's going to happen, but you can't do anything about it. And it's oh my god. But yeah, no, I think this is the worst stage in the game. Noki Bay is dull, but this stage has so many frustrating levels in it. I can't.
So are you talking strictly just finishing it then?
I think finishing it and 100% completing
No,
it, 'cause,
100% Noki Bay is the fucking pit. Because of all those damn runes you have to spray, the walls you have to saddle across, all the damn blue coins that are nudged in between those little nooks and crannies.
I mean, there's a million. You're talking about blue coins in every world.
But Noki Bay hits different though, dude, because you have to revisit so many fucking episodes just to get the proper blue coins to appear, and very fucking arduous to re-explore levels.
Okay, maybe I've never been stupid enough to try to go for all the blue coins, so
Fuck you,
I'll
but
give
also
you
you're
that one.
smart.
The blue coins ruin a lot of this game's more interesting design, and Noki Bay is definitely one of them.
I in terms of the main missions, I think this stage blows ass. Because you've got The Wiggler boss fight, we didn't even talk about it. I think that fight's jank as fuck. Like, you try to make the statues to knock it over, and it doesn't work half the time.
When I was a kid, I thought that you had to get the thing to pop up underneath.
That's what I thought too. Yeah.
But it turns out you just need to pop it up somewhere in its path and have the thing walk over it before it goes back down. So,
but it feels so inconsistent though, because sometimes I swear he just walks through the thing and it doesn't matter.
The Wiggler has a set path, and yes, sometimes the collision detection just doesn't kick in, but that's the game being the game. But like once you understand that it has a set path, you actually can predict the set path, erratic as it is, and get ahead of it and pop an obstacle in front of it and get it to turn over.
Yeah. Like, if we're talking about the main missions, the stages in Noki Bay, I feel like are honestly pretty fun. Like, I like climbing up the wall. I think, having
oh god, the Yoshi
swimming,
cheese.
The decent swimming is good. I think I like the boss in Noki Bay.
Am I the only one who, as a kid, found the Yoshi cheese really goddamn off-putting?
What do you mean by
Yoshi
the Yoshi
cheese?
The stuff that only does
the
balls
yellow-
with Yoshi's.
Oh, you mean
juice.
the goop?
Yeah.
Yes, the Yoshi
the
cheese.
juice goop that you
Can
need.
we
to-
stop calling it cheese?
It looks like
It does
cheese.
kind of look like
It's not
cheese.
cheese.
It looks like
What fucking cheese looks like that?
It's freaking solidified week old macaroni
Looks
and
like
cheese
gelatin.
sauce.
It's
yeah,
gelatin.
it looks.
It's week
So
old
it-
macaroni and cheese sauce.
It's
the
It
God.
looks to me
Mac and
like if
cheese sauce.
you took that cheese string and then it hardened and you sprayed it all over the place and then it hardened into like your stereotypical like whole.
Have you guys
like,
never
big
eaten
block of
Jell-O?
cheese.
It's gelatin.
Nah, we never really had much Jell-O growing up.
It's funny. I associate Jell-O more with the color red than anything else.
I'd more think of like the green Jell-O personally. I'm not much.
I would think of
Jello's
green long
Jello.
before yellow.
That's my point.
I've never seen yellow Jello. I mean, it rhymes, so I probably should have, but I've never seen it.
Okay, Ryan, are you doing this the real way, or are you trying to clip?
I'm
into
doing
the
it the real way.
You poor soul. I'm
Clipping
so
into the
sorry.
thing is a super precise speedrunning trick. I don't expect anybody to do it.
Thinking about that makes me think of the goddamn rolling ball puzzle from Sonic 06, where the only winning move is to clip through the door and skip it.
And Sunshine got that beat by 3 years. Technically 4, I think. And because Sunshine, I think, was 2002.
What do you even need the
Got a blue coin by accident.
Nope. Now,
You
now
can
what
still
are you going to
reset
do?
the game. Oh no. Oh man. What do you even need the Yoshi for in this?
The
stage?
goop.
The goop, the thing that he just
no,
passed.
but I mean, like, what's underneath that?
I think a
goop?
blue coin.
I think it's either a portal or it just leads to another shine sprite.
This is me trying to do the cheese trap, but I don't know how to do it.
No, it's weird. I can't even properly explain it because I've never done it myself. But essentially, it's exactly what it sounds like. You're clipping through the blender and you're getting to the shine sprite without having to push the watermelon into it. That's literally
Yeah.
it. You know,
Yeah, you gave up on that. What? Who the hell built this pier like this? What were they thinking?
doing the clip is it's not as I don't know. Can I call it easy, or at least easier to set up than like Silver clipping through the door in 06.
You know, it's one of those things where when you watch a speedrunner do something,
It looks so easy.
it's you become. Yeah, but it's you become your uncle yelling at the TV, where it's just like, I could kick the ball better than that. No, you can't. You actually can't. You are not a professional. It's good. Sir.
Also, in regards to it making it look easy, they practice that very thing for hours.
I know, but that's what I'm getting at is that,
Yeah.
that speedrunners are the professional athletes of video games. And so,
Well, I
it's
mean,
like,
they were until people decided to turn video games into a form of athleticism, and there became actual professional gamers playing esports and whatever else.
I wouldn't use the term athlete with games because, like, to me, an athlete is something that gets involved in physical activity.
I had the same discussion about the term esports way back in the day. I've mellowed on that. Oh, thank God it popped back into place instead of rolling down.
No,
like it's doing
no,
It's very
no.
generous.
no,
It's very generous.
No.
oh,
no.
it didn't break. Holy crap!
No,
Oh
I think,
no!
I think it's
no.
the cataquacks that will break it.
The Cataquats will break it if they hit it while running towards you. They won't actively hunt it down, though. Thank Christ.
This is giving me anxiety just looking at this stupid thing.
This esport sucks.
So. Man, I can't understand why competitive watermelon.
And it broke.
Yeah, it will break after some time by itself too. It's like an invisible timer happens. I think as soon as you touch it.
I'm just gonna die because I'm low on health.
As soon as you touch it, and if you leave it too long untouched.
Did Mario just T-pose because they don't have an animation for him dying while you get flung by a Cataquack?
No, I think he was just. I didn't see it.
I'm pretty sure he was T-posing.
Can we freeze frame that? Can we go back?
Oh, wait.
Enhance!
This game still does the thing where when you lose a life, it kicks you out of the level, so you have to jump back in.
Yeah, that's part of why this game is so rough, is because aside... the Platforms of Plenty sections do have checkpoints. You start at the beginning of it. But if you die in, like, the Pina Park platforming, for example, which is pretty hard trying to get, like, up the back of that roller coaster, if I remember correctly, you have to start the whole thing all over again. And the stages are much bigger than... Mario 64. It was annoying having to go back to where you were in Mario 64 as well, but it's even more annoying here because the levels are bigger and often require more intricate maneuvers to get to the end.
I think it might have been faster to actually just finish growing.
Yeah, that's how the style points, Mario. You'll get it next time.
Anyway, you specifically have to get this one really large watermelon down there. And they start you off at the very beginning, right next to this hill that rolls it that will likely roll it down. And it's really awkward to get it onto the walkway and keep it there.
You're expected. I don't think anybody what ends up happening is it will either fall off to the side to the left and break, or it will miraculously not break, and then you have to try to get it through the beach to the other side. Oh, God, no!
They specifically wanted to send it down to the beach, but, like, that puts you in the Cataquack damage zone.
Yeah. The other thing, too, is that there's all these other watermelons rolling around, too, and as a kid... you just also try every other watermelon to see if it's big enough, and they always say no. Oh, God. Okay, listen, I know that, like, Pachinko and
Death Water,
the Poison River, they're also terrible, but this stage, I don't know what it is specifically about this stage that just grinds my gears so bad.
It's another case of 3D movement experimentation being such a developmental fascination at the time. But, like, I don't really like the idea of rolling this ball down this zigzaggy path. And it's like, it's
only a zigzaggy path because they want to make it difficult for you.
It's like, you know, they wanted to do something interesting with 3D, but this is the 3D movement equivalent of a Wiimote gimmick, you know? It's not something anyone's going to really like. Whoa! Teleports.
Wait, I thought that the watermelon you had broke.
Nope.
Okay, well...
I got very lucky.
Okay.
Oh, great asshole. Now the shine sprite's covered in watermelon juice.
There's going to be flies
it's gonna be
sticking on it for forever.
That was so awkward.
Also, don't you guys need this to live? Why are you keeping it... Oh, so now you can stand on saw blades just fine, Mario. Okay, whatever.
Don't hear Mario screaming as his legs are getting chopped.
No, he's doing a kung fu stunt on top of the little rod in the middle. You know.
Does his own stunt? Sounds really nice of him.
Yeah, but we'll be moving on to the next world in the next part of Super Mario Sunshine. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you all next time.